Hey guys, what is up? Mike here. Thanks for tuning in to another video. It's been a few weeks since my last video. Glad to be back in front of the camera. A lot of people ask me, why don't I post videos consistently? To be honest with you, I just do what I feel. Sometimes I don't feel like posting videos, and that can last several weeks, and I got to get better at that. But good to be back in front of the camera, and I want to answer the question on centered around school, whether you should go to school or not. I got a great email today from someone that just graduated high school, and I can tell by this email this person is pretty bright. Just graduated high school, has a full-time job, want to get into UI UX design, is intrigued by UI UX design, but is asking me the question around college, around getting a degree or not. This person is saying this, and I love this question. This person is saying, hey, I'm really intrigued by UI UX design, and I have a full-time job, and I wanted to get my opinion on whether or not he should go the route of courses, boot camps, basically being self-taught, versus going to, or should he was asking, is it going to affect him long-term? Let's say he spends time in boot camps and online courses and learning UI UX design as a self-taught designer, and then 3 years down the road, 4 years down the road, it hurts him not having a degree, a college degree. Whereas, should he, invest the time now into getting a degree that's going to benefit him later? Love this question because I want to actually talk more about school, because I have many different thoughts on school and systematic, testing and standardized testing and things like that. And just in short, I didn't graduate college, my wife didn't graduate college, and we're both pretty successful in the things that we do. And so I have that knowledge and I can share my experiences. But here's how I answer that question. All right. Now, if I was to go back, and when I went back and I left high school, I did do 1 year of college, and it was the best. I went to CSUN for 1 year, and I lived on campus, and it was the best time of my life. A bunch of guys in a dorm room playing video games, playing Madden all day. It was fun. All right. Now, when the second year came, that's where I felt lost, because I was out of the dorms. I was going to school in different ways, catching a bus and things like that. And when I was in school, I felt lost. The classroom, the courses, or the material that I was learning was basically over my head. If you think of Charlie Brown's teacher, womp, 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 that's pretty much how it was. And it comes down to this day, I don't know if I have ADD or not, but I have a hard time learning in different situations, right? I'm the type of person that's very visual. I need to read things over and over and over again and try things, right? I'm the type of person that can read a book, and after the first chapter, I've actually just forgot what I read, and I have to kind of reread it. If you're that type of person where you have to reread a page like 5 or 6 times and then kind of outline things and kind of really dig deep into it to kind of learn what it is, I don't know what that is, whether it's ADD, it's left brain, right brain. To be honest with you, that's me. And so to make a long story short, I left. It was a calculus class. I think it was like chemistry or calculus, some type of class, where I was thinking about it for like 2 months, and I was like, I just gotta leave. I picked up my book bag, and I left, and I never went to school again. Now, the reason why I tell that story is this. There was no other choice for me. I wrote back in this email to this person. I said, listen, I would have lived 100 years to be 100 years old, still trying different things, not ever needing to go back to school. I don't care what it was. If I had to become a plumber, a salesperson, this and that, I would have done whatever it is to do. I would have gone into many different careers and tried many different things without ever having the need to go back to school to get a degree, just to earn income, just to get a job. All right, that was my mentality. I don't think I can't put that mentality on other people, right? Like if I was to go back and I actually had the thought, well, I might need a degree because it might hurt me getting a job. Now, if that was my if that was my mindset, I would tell my old self, Mike, stay in school, finish it up. If that's what you're thinking, because the other route, you basically have to burn the bridge. That's how I left and I burned the ship. There was no way for me to go back. It's because I did not want school. I am that much against standardized testing and things like that. Now, this obviously, my philosophy grew as I learned that I could learn things on my own over a weekend and through trial and error kind of get better at things, right? And as I grew into the tech industry and started getting jobs, and I grew my experiences as a designer in these different jobs, I now can tell other people, hey, there is a route. You can take that route. You can be self-taught. And as you get into a particular company, you land, you get your foot in the door, you will grow your experiences, and that job experiences will lead to another job, will lead to more money, and will lead to raises, and will lead to you getting, paid more at this company and that company, and you can move up in the corporate ladder. You can do that. I've done that, right? So that is a route. But the question is, Mike, would you tell someone not to go to college versus, just become self-taught? No, I will not tell you to do that. You have to kind of make that up on your own. If you are like me and you're like, hey, I can't do school, right? I can't do standardized testing. I just don't sit well with testing. I just want another route. My answer to you is, of course, go the route of Google. Type in what you want to learn and you'll find courses there to learn those things. And you can definitely be self-taught. You can teach yourself how to design, and you can eventually land a job. Now, I always tell people, if they ask me, Mike, how long does it take? Think about college. College takes you 4 years to get a degree, plus several months trying to land a job. Think of it as 5 years, right? For you to get your foot in the door. Learning on your own, after a couple of years, you would have gone through so many courses, trial and error and things like that, that you could be probably job ready in a year or two. I don't know. Depends on how fast you are and how much time you put into it each and every night. But if you are working a full-time job and you spend a couple hours here and there learning design, yeah, and think of it as a fun trade that you're learning, and after a year or so, you'll be ready, be job ready. So that's my answer to someone who's thinking about, should I go to college or not? If college is actually a choice for you, I think you should go to college. All right, that's as simple as that. If college is even a consideration, then you need to go to college. College was not a consideration for me. All right, I went, I tried it, and I needed another route. It was no turning back. I could not do school. I cannot sit in the classroom and learn something that I have no interest in. It would be wasting my time. It would be me wasting that professor's time, and so I'm the type of person now that, hey, if there's something that I can learn on my own, or obviously you can learn on your own, take a course, go to a classroom, go to a boot camp or whatever, that's the route that I take as the type of mindset and philosophy that I currently have, right? So that's what I would tell somebody if they're asking me, should I go to school or not? No, if school is a choice for you, if it's really a choice, if you're thinking, hey, this might be a bad decision 3-4 years from now, you need to go to school, all right? But if you're like me and you're like, hey, school is not for me, I'm not gonna go to school, what can I do? The answer is you can do a lot of stuff, and you can become a designer. You can become self-taught, and you can do a lot of different things. All right, and so that's my answer when it comes to, this type of situation. Should I go to school or not? Versus, did not having a degree hurt me in landing jobs? I'm probably sure. I got turned down at jobs probably because I didn't have a degree, and I don't really care. I didn't know that if that was the case, but there's no other choice for me, right? I would never go back to school just to land a job. No, I can do other things and make money, right? You find different ways and different paths to make money. So I never had that thought. Anyway, that's my thought on the subject. A lot more I could speak about school and standardized testing and what things you could do outside of having a degree and earn money and things like that for over an hour, and we can sit down at a round table, you know, drink coffee or have drinks and discuss these things. I would love to do that, but that's my short answer. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my videos. Hopefully I'll be putting more stuff out there, working on some projects, and this pandemic stuff messed me up over the last month or so. Just I'm over it. Anyway, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. And you can always visit my site, MLUX Academy, and use the contact link on my site to ask me any questions. I'll be happy to answer those for you. All right, we'll talk soon, guys. Peace.